Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Gamers DMZ podcast. Today is Monday, September 9th. So, our panel, we have Jazzy Moto,
Hello, everybody.
Sir Rich,
What up? What up?
and of course me, OG Double M. And last but not least, we have the one.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been what 3 weeks almost because we didn't do it one week, and then last week I was out of town in Maine for Labor Day, and I had Maine lobster in Portland, Maine. Could you believe that?
Yeah, Maine and Maine.
Yeah, I had
Maine and Maine.
Maine lobster in Portland,
You went
Maine. So
main
how
and
about
main,
that?
main?
Yes, I did. Thank
All
you
right,
very
main.
much. So, um, we've been on a little hiatus, so to speak, and a lot of things happened while were away. So we got a couple of topics we're going to call quick topics that we're going to discuss while we're away. Um, but first, I want to get to what everyone was playing, has been playing, and plan to play. I have been playing since I've been back. I've been playing a lot, but when I'm away, I take my Lenovo and I have my laptop with me. So, and I log in remotely. Can you hear me? Test. Okay. I heard a beep. I log in remotely to play as well to my Xbox at home. So I stay connected. And I only do that to get my Xbox points too. So my rewards points. So
Yeah,
what have
yeah.
yeah, I know. Leave me alone. Um I what have you been playing, Jasimoto? Let's go with ladies first.
Oh, I have been playing. I think I may have dusted off Elden Ring for a hot second. But other than
You
that,
can't dust off what you've been playing all along. You didn't even put it
no,
down. You that was you.
I haven't been playing that all along. It's been 7 days to die. We
Yeah,
finally
you
started
got
streaming it last week.
it. Okay.
Shit, that's your
Playing.
game.
It's so much fun. Playing the mess out of that game. I finally got a drone. It follows me around. It heals you, holds items. It's like Minecraft minus the 8-bit graphics and add zombies. Well, and every 7 days it's like an unstoppable horde. So you just gotta build up your base and deal with it. Explore, build. It's addicting.
That feels like work to me, so I don't
It's
know if I.
fun work.
Yeah. Anything else?
um,
You don't sound
Let
like it
me
because you've been
think
7 days to the die.
hard. No, it's mostly been that. I know there's something, as always, that I'm gonna forget. But yeah, it's really been 7 days. Maybe a little bit. Oh wait, Yakuza 3, like for 5 minutes. But yeah,
Okay.
but I'm done.
Um, Sir, what
Oh,
about you?
Doom. I did play
Oh,
Doom. I'm
Doom.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Doom. The old one.
Yes.
Okay.
On Xbox,
When they
but I
releasing
played the
Game
old
Pass.
version.
Okay.
When Doom 1 and 2 when they releasing Game Pass like a week or two ago?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Surge?
Uh, I was messing around with Assassin's Creed Origins. Turn that on for a little bit
Oh,
to
wow,
get
okay.
my achievements. That's my Game Pass achievement game. I was messing around with Sifu, trying to get my grip back on that. I turned on Squadrons again after not playing that in a while because I wanted to fly the ships again. And I did not. I forgot how good they've done that game when it comes to flying. It's very well
Okay.
done. Of course, I was playing 7 Days to Die,
Mm-hmm.
and I turned on Cuphead briefly to
I
try and
still gotta
remember how
beat
to
that.
play
I never
that.
bought that game.
It's fun.
All right.
It's
Anything
fun,
else?
old school, everything. Oh, and I was messing around with Sekiro when we weren't playing 7 days when I was waiting for everybody to get around. Got a new
Okay.
game in there.
OG.
Let's see. I've been playing baseball. Of course, I picked up Black Myth Wukong on the PC.
Nice.
All I still ain't
Dope
get it.
game. Dope game. Dope game. Dope game. Let's see. And Achilles. I'm still playing that one. That's about it.
Well, let's see. What have I been playing? Well, last week, and I'm telling you, it's fun. That new Call of Duty, it's fun. I've been playing the heck out of that beta. I was playing it right when I got back from out of town. I played it. Then they did it again this weekend. I played it. And you know a game I have a lot of respect for because I was playing Mafia, the definitive edition.
The first one.
And the definitive edition that just released on Game Pass. I actually like that better than Mafia 3. And my reasoning behind that, to me, and you guys know I don't like those type of games, but Mafia 3 reminds me of Grand Theft Auto, where I got to go here, do this. Where
it got more realism though.
What does?
Mafia.
Yeah, it does. I like definitive edition of Mafia, the first one, because to me it goes and tells a better story. And it may be linear, so to speak, but it's telling the story.
Oh, instead of like you go here,
you go here and there, right. And I get tired.
You're on this track.
Right, you on that, but the track tells a good story. That's and it could be a little more action in it, but the track, the way it goes, it tells a different story, and it tells a good. Yeah, that's why I say it plays like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, not that it doesn't play like Grand Theft Auto. To me, Mafia 3 is similar to Grand Theft Auto. And the controls, all of them suck. I don't know what all those games.
Heavy.
Especially
in those old cars.
Right.
Like jalapenos turning.
Driving
this steering whatsoever.
You like that stuff, huh?
Don't you get on the wrong side of the road, cops behind you.
Bruh, you can't run red lights in that game with speed, otherwise the cops are gonna be on you. You have to go to speed limit and everything.
But I played that. I played regular Call of Duty. I played a couple other games, but I was mostly. Let's see what else. What I think about playing. Was still playing Expedition, and I was playing Atlas Fallen. That game is fun too. Oh, I forgot. Since I've been back, I went back and played the 360 version of Fable Anniversary.
Nice. Oh wow!
And I'm getting back, and I'm like, oh, I never played that. I was playing the other ones, but I never played that one.
I never played 3 all the way because 3 annoyed me because after 2 with the dog, and then
that was my most favorite one with the dog
because it was bittersweet because to save the world you had to kill your dog. And if you
no. Let me give y'all a quick story about that because it's funny to me. Because I knew he was going there. So this is a real true story. True story. When Fable 2 was out, I was hanging out, and this girl always came over while I was playing Fable. Right? We would get to hang out, whatever. So I'm like, okay, let me finish playing Fable. And she always, she come over, watch me play Fable, blah 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 blah. So, and I don't know if OG's been in my car, but he probably hasn't noticed it. But at the end of Fable, he is 100%.
Oh, the dog.
Hold on. At the end of Fable, as Serge just stated, in Fable 2, you had that nagging wife. It's a nagging wife. And she nagged and nagged. All she wanted was something, always begging for something. And so at the end, as Serge said, you had to choose either everything else, your wife would come back, or your dog would come back. I chose my dog.
Yup.
So did I.
Yup.
I did too.
My dog was over here battle with me. It helped me get through stuff. It helped me find stuff in the ground. The
Exactly,
dog was useful.
exactly. My dog
Sorry,
was
my dog was
that.
useful.
uh, my dog, my dog was ride or die, and I just in that game. That is one of the games where I'm
Uh,
telling you, in the end, I'm like, I cannot let my dog go. I'm like, no,
nope.
my dog was coming with me 100%.
That's my
But anyway,
dog.
Ride or die. Ride or
right,
die.
right. But to make the story
Ride or
short,
die,
that's why
dog.
the girl brought the girl up. She bought me a little dog that color, tan, and it always has been in
Oh.
the back seat of my window in my car. So
Oh.
ever,
That's so
Uh,
ever since, I have not lied to you. That dog is in my car. So it's
that's
been
funny.
all my cars. It's in the car now. So
mm,
it's
mm, mm.
it is
Won't
I
go
mean
nowhere.
but I digress. I mean, so I went back to playing that, but I don't think like seriously. I don't. To me, Fable 2 is my one of my most favorite games. So but that's what I went
See,
back to Fable.
the only reason why it's in order is for the simple fact that one could progress. But in my favorite of play, two was the most because three was like, what is left is there to do? But at the same
Yeah.
time, how can you make the stakes like beneficial and all that?
Hmm.
And I didn't like the fact that they continued it off the track where you didn't have a dog. So that was
Yep. Uh,
so,
so anyway, I digressed a little bit, but yeah, that's what I was. I went back to Fable and made me really respect and love the old Fable too. But needless to say, let's get to talking about what's going on. What we missed while we were gone. One of the first things I want to talk about, and you guys remind me this because I don't know if we have anything about this, but I want to give a segue to the rumor first. Then we're going to talk about Concord. But the segue, I want to talk about the rumor because this happened while we were gone, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about this. What do you guys think about the rumor of Grand Theft Auto being the marketing rights going to Sony. And for the PS5 Pro, it's going to be optimized for, so they say. And that, what do you guys think about? Do you think that's going to have a great impact? OG, we'll start with you
Do I think it have a great impact?
to help Sony.
Yes, it will have a great impact.
Okay.
Yes, that
So
will
you
have a
think it's
very
going to be,
good
you think it's
impact.
going to be you think it's going to be a console seller?
Yes, it would be. Hmm.
Okay.
It's
So you think it's going to be a console seller, and what about you, Jazz? What about you? What do you think about? Do you think Microsoft should have went after it, or what?
I don't know if they should have went after it in particular. If they did, and I don't know if this is just me being me, but I could see them sharing it as is on the platforms. The thing with
Oh, it's going to
Sony,
all platforms. It's just
it's
marketing.
just they get the marketing like when they
got
That's
had
it.
it. They
Okay,
don't.
Smart
okay, okay,
TV
okay.
Oh,
ads that could be
right. Yeah.
Okay,
PlayStation.
okay. So it's just gonna say Sony, Sony, Sony everywhere,
Yeah,
making
Right.
people
Right.
yeah,
think,
like
making
par for
people
course.
think that you have to get it on PS5.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
you know how their marketing work.
Yeah, yeah. So in
Just a
that case,
clarification.
You make it
Just a
look like they
clarification.
own the game.
yeah. From that standpoint, I definitely see it as people grabbing those consoles, especially the people who don't read fine print at the bottom of commercials. But hey,
Also
I'm not
cosmetics
mad
stuff
at them. I
too.
mean, if that's how you got to get people to buy your consoles, more power to you. But is this such a popular
Here's
game?
my thing.
Huh?
Here's my thing. Those American games, I think Microsoft should be ahead of the curve with that. But them Asian games, I kind of understand that because of
Hmm.
the language barriers and going back and forth. But the American games, Microsoft should be all over those games and make sure they come to Xbox first
Yeah, they
or
should
get the
be.
marketing rights.
They should be. I
Just the
think they aren't because they know they got some change to work with, so they ain't like desperate for it. Like you know.
I want to hear everybody's opinion.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. No, I want y'all to finish because
uh,
I want to go back on this one.
But yeah, I see it definitely helping them get some consoles out the way. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, what about you, Serge?
I think it will push consoles to the casual audience. And those who gonna get it on, and everybody else is gonna get it on what they preference is. But the casual audience, I think they will capture like the grandmas and the people who just want to grab a system and play on it, especially if they throw in enhance on PS5. And this could be true on enhance on Xbox too, but them seeing enhance on PS5, you know how the things. But I definitely see it moving some consoles, or at least push the numbers a little bit in a positive manner.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody else got something to say?
No,
Okay.
come
And
on with your take. Come
let me
on.
give you my take.
What's
Let
this
me
hot
give you
take?
my Yeah, let me give you my hot take because the take I was so peed off when I heard this. Not peed off.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
was
Your
just about
marketing.
because my theory, and it was so wrong. My theory was people didn't see the big picture for what I thought, and I think sometimes a big company they just do not. Something to me is not adding up. That's all I want to say to that extent. But a big company like Microsoft and Phil Spencer, he got up in court and he said Sony tries to screw us here. Sony tries to screw us there. Sony tries to screw us all the steps of the way. And I am a firm believer. Nice guys finish last. If you try to play me, I'm gonna give you two chances. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, I say that because back when all this is
I'm sorry.
happening,
I heard George Bush.
and I didn't sound like that, but
No, you didn't. But that's what.
okay,
Whenever I hear that phrase now, that's all I think about.
that came to mind. I know what you thinking about us. You thinking about a song, so I know what you think. But
You right back.
yeah, where I was going with this is that okay. I'm like, I thought I saw Phil Spencer's strategy. He's like, everybody's thinking I'm putting all these games everywhere. Yeah, I am going to put these games everywhere because I am going to take the money I get from everybody else by putting it on other platforms and take that money to get the marketing rights to Grand Theft Auto. That is why I thought they were doing this because I'm like, that would be the greatest plan in the world because you're using that money to help you do the XYZ. I'm like, that was the plan. Then it was announced that they not even, they don't even, they didn't even market to get it. And I don't understand them being Microsoft at this point anymore because you got to have your fan base. And I don't have a problem with them going multi-platform, right? To an extent. But it's like, don't spit in your fans, your diehard fans' face. Meaning, you had an Xbox event and then you announce, oh, it's going to PlayStation. That is the nastiest spit in the face. You didn't even have to say that until 2025. So my point
Anywhere near
is,
it coming out.
as far as Grand Theft Auto, I totally thought Microsoft had the marketing rights because I'm like, thought I saw what he was doing. He's like, Sony cannot outspend us. We will spend them to death because they can't outspend them. So I don't know if it's still this government case is still hanging over their head and they're trying to be nice, but I would have went for it. And that's my problem because they know they're under uh, behind the gun. They're third place. If you don't try, and we always can say, well, uh, they were third place, but the big play was Activision Blizzard. Yeah, the big play was Activision Blizzard if you kept your thoughts the way you originally said you were going to do. You changed the plan. So by them getting the marketing rights, Sony, I think it technically is a win for them. And be the first and most honest thing to say for me, I ain't playing it. I can care less about Grand Theft Auto.
You always say
Because
that.
that's just, but but I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing in Grand Theft Auto that will make, I mean, unless it's free or you
Even
guys come
then,
back
I
and
don't
say,
think you'll play it.
unless you guys come back and tell me, ooh, Grand Theft Auto is great, Mike, you got to try it. And if they got a free play deal, I'll try it. me spending my money, I don't see it because I never like Grand
Not
Theft
your
Auto.
thing.
Not my thing. So I
Honestly,
mean,
even if you get it for free, I don't see them playing
I don't see
it. It's
you
like,
not. I cannot play Grand Theft Auto. For one, I can't stand the language, and I can't stand the use of a certain word. But that's just me. And mm, they got the marketing rights, and I just think for Phil to be so far behind and always look like he's finishing last, then they should have tried to get the marketing rights. I do think it's a loss. Is it going to destroy them? No, but it would have been great for them to have.
All right, I'm back.
It would have been very good for them to have. That's the only thing that I'm saying. I wish they would have tried to get it, but they didn't, and it's a win for Sony. When Sony has so many. Now, here's the thing though. Yes, they're going to sell consoles, but those people who buy Grand Theft Auto ain't buying nothing else.
nope.
Nope. They ain't buying
Because
nothing else.
it takes so much time to play that game. Just that's why I was like,
Exactly.
I gotta get off Destiny. Now I'm on 7 days. I was like, I gotta get off 7 days. I want to play other stuff.
There you
Get
go.
stuck
So
on one game, and it's no fun.
that I mean, so it was to me it was a loss. And I just wanted to talk about that real quick. It's a loss.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
we
but
know
so
you're gonna
far,
say that about anything marketing is a loss if people not marketing correctly. And if Sony wasn't marketing correctly, you'll say the same thing. But when have they failed on marketing?
but this is just a
Sony,
rumor though. So far, right? This is
I
not
think
been.
it's true.
You think it's
I think
true?
it's true. Yep. And Sony, I have to give it to them. Sony has very good marketing. Who doesn't have good marketing? Microsoft. And I will take that to the grave. I hate their marketing. Just give me and put me in charge for one day. I'll fire everybody in marketing because everybody sucks on their marketing. They do nothing to market. You're not going to convince me they know how to market. Now, the Call of Duty team needs to be in charge of marketing for Microsoft. Yes, but I can't stand Microsoft marketing. Like today, just a case in point. Um, I watched the Apple, no, I didn't watch the Apple event. I saw the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I like how they market. Apple is genius at marketing. They make sure you know what they do and how they do it. And they are marketing their phones with AI, right? Microsoft does not know how to market their PCs, Windows based, with AI, although they're using the same AI from GPT. But
It's
guess
the
what?
same thing.
It's the same thing. But trust and believe, Apple marketed better than Microsoft. Microsoft marketing is the worst marketing group I've ever seen in my life. They are horrible. And I just, as much as I try to
They rely on their own
nice
existence. People
when it
know
comes to the
us.
marketing, they destroy, right, they destroy their own existence though. But enough of that. Let's hop over to what did you guys think of the death of Concord, the life, the how you said the life, what you call it, of Concord. What did you guys think about it?
I saw that mess coming. I said it when we discussed this game. I said it wasn't gonna go anywhere. It's too little, too late. People
Yeah.
over this genre of game. Like ooh, what was that? But yeah, y'all late to the party. No, 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 no. And here we are. I'm done.
Okay. OG, what about you?
It's a done deal, man. It's sad, but yeah, they like 8 years too late. Real sad. It's gone. It didn't even last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Terrible.
Uh
Horrible.
Serge, what about you?
Cat grabbing at my leg. But I think it's
Say
I think it's unfortunate that the game that got sunk this much time and effort and man hours and everything that they
Man
put into it
years.
that it only lasted 11 days. That's a very sad state of affair. I want to know what went wrong at so many points to make this happen like this.
okay.
People
Um
don't play them Team
I'm gonna
Fortress
say
type
some things.
games.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a couple things, and I don't want me to offend anybody. But if when Surge finish, I'm going to give my
Oh, go
point.
ahead. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay,
You that was perfect timing.
okay. The game. I'm tired of people blaming DEI and woke culture on all this stuff. Then a lot of games were had nothing to do with DEI. Final Fantasy 16, you couldn't find a black person in it. Didn't do well, did it?
Mm-mm.
So I'm tired of people blaming this DEI. The game
Oh, I never
base
see
and
it.
premise was boring.
And
That's
late.
point one.
Done
And
done to
late.
death.
But no,
Done to
but
death.
here's my point. I'm going to always stick, and I posted this somewhere. PlayStation has one problem that they've made. And the
Mm.
biggest problem that they've done is that by focusing only on three games, Madden, which they didn't have the rights to, Microsoft had the market rights, but they played it. Call of Duty,
Didn't have it.
uh, NBA 2K2, and NBA 2K, uh, Fortnite. They got people only into those type of games. 100%. Now you'll get your Hogwarts and this, that, and the other that's coming, right? But they got their base totally into that. So when another multiplayer game comes out, then it's hard for them to gain traction because Call of Duty is still going to be Call of Duty. And if you guys didn't play this Call of Duty is extremely fun. The fun factor is back. That Omni movement is back.
Yeah, the Ani movement. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think it's the fact that they were trying to blame the DEI and okay, then I'll say something
Well,
else. Then they
I have
hold
a
on.
point.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's DEI, then Marvel Rivals should fail as well when it comes up because it's a similar
Mhm.
game, but they innovated enough on the same game.
And yeah, but it's characters you like and
It's
superhero
character.
Yes,
characters.
Yeah,
well,
characters you like.
characters that have a very strong lore and basis. Yo, what
True.
up, Ray?
They have
And
history
True.
a
too.
good
Hello,
grounding and
Vega
because
Gamer.
that was a lot of people. No one has connections to these characters, and looking at the characters, are they anybody that you want to
Okay.
be?
Oh, okay then. So let me rephrase the word I was going to say because I was going to say something else. So we should have made all these voluptuous women, right?
No, just
No, because no, hold on. The reason why I said that, not is because to go against what you said, but a lot of the rhetoric I'm seeing online is people like looking at these people, well, they're not cute, they're not this. So
So
every
y'all,
female character has to be voluptuous.
I just mean somebody with an interesting backstory enough that you relate to them. Because
Then
but
explain this
those
to
are
me.
people that go outside. The people who don't go outside
Here,
rely on video
there,
games exposing the women with
exactly.
voluptuous bodies.
Because
mm-hmm,
there, and that's my point. I mean, because
they keep
when I see
comparing it to Stellar Blade like a man.
right, that's where I was going.
That's the main
So
thing they
right.
comparing it
So
to. So
you
I
when
can see
I
that.
see a person, I'm sorry. When I see people looking at a video game and drawing a voluptuous body and say that's what I want to see, you need to go outside and you
Mm-hmm.
need to go friend.
Real.
You need somebody real. Because if you looking at a video game and fantasize about, ooh, that's good, somebody got a problem.
Hey man, one of my favorite characters on Overwatch is a crazy looking, wired haired, crazy eyed, small of a man that turns into an explosive wheel.
But I can see that. But what I'm saying is they we are in this world where and I would love to let me put it like this. Well, we're in this world where you want to see these voluptuous women. And I'm looking at the people who are complaining. I'm like, please show your face. Because I know you look like
Neckbeard.
Are you
you look
voluptuous?
you,
Are
You
you
know they
no,
Yes,
show
no,
yes,
what a
no.
they
young
are
man.
They look like
voluptuous,
they
right,
look
Mark?
like they look like Bubba Gump. But then they see what I'm saying?
You
Emotional
know some
damage.
40-year-old man.
No, I'm serious because it
All
boggles
creepy.
my mind. If you want to bring that to the table, then you come to the table just as well with something.
Hey,
And
hey.
that's the only problem I have. You get these people who, ooh, and I'm like, really? You gonna go down that road saying, ooh, I want this female character to be this, this, this. And it's irritating me because it's a video game. You know, they went in on the new Fable character. They went in on her as well. I'm
Yeah.
like, really?
Well, if she took a couple of shield bashes to the face, I don't think her structure would be quite sound. So,
A couple of shield bashes to the face.
But but to get back to the Concord thing, I just think like one. Here's the other problem. When the game was in what you call that beta, when they released the beta and let people play it, they should have either said, you know what, pause the game, we're gonna cancel it now, or we're gonna take it back in because it's a beta and we need to. They could have lied and said we saw issues, so we're going to go back and fix it, and did a new relaunch and thought of something else to do or add or it's probably too late to make changes, but there was something they could have done. But no, or they could have said we're going to make it free.
yeah,
And PlayStation,
they snatched them servers.
right, but they could have been
You can't do
PlayStation
free.
Plus. Well, they gonna take a loss.
Yeah, you get it for free if you're on PlayStation Plus. That would have boosted
That
it.
would have been right. That's my whole point. But no, it's the greed that they have that is all or nothing. Either we make the money or we gonna take it back. Well, you gonna took it back
You
and you gonna take a
spend
nice
all
loss.
that money, you might as well make it work the
What
best you
was it,
can.
8 years
Exactly.
too?
I don't
Something?
believe that. If you know
You
what,
can't.
if it's 8 years, the first year they had to figure out a name, Con, and then the
That's
second year was the
terrible.
core,
Second part,
yeah,
Cord.
and then they the same one person
I
in
want to
year
know
two
how
wrote
it was
one
so long.
page, and then the
That's
fourth
terrible.
year 2 pages. There's no way that game was
It
eight
took
years.
8 years.
There's
Look,
no way
look,
that
they,
game took
they,
8 years.
they had 10 games in development. They were just trying to see what stick to the wall.
And then again,
Mm.
That one
no,
failed.
that was right. But you know who you blame for that? And let's step back too, because I blame only one person for that.
Yeah, it's
I
dance
blame
move.
Jim. I blame Jim. Right. I blame Jim Ryan. You reacted, and I don't. And everybody was going in and on Destiny. Ooh, Destiny wrong, and those people wrong for they ripped Sony off. They did not rip Sony off. I don't care what anybody say. This is capitalism. You go for what you see. People are hypocrites. When it's not something they like, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's wrong." But when it's something they like, it's capitalism. Everything capitalism good. When I want, that's called hypocrisy. Bungie did what they were supposed to do. If you always going to go for the highest seller, right? They may have gotten sold a bag of beans, but they went to the highest seller, and that is capitalism. Remember, Microsoft was supposed to buy them, but said, "We're not buying them because it was too much money. They weren't worth it." So you tell me why Microsoft did their due diligence and Sony didn't. No, Sony was desperate to make a reaction play. That's what this was all about, nothing else. And as Nina Simone would say, that'll learn you.
That'll learn you.
But
Sony's looking
and
for their
that's
own money maker.
they're looking in all the wrong places. I can tell you that. That's why they have to make uh, those different type of deals and go out and make deals. So let's talk about this next subject. What do you get your guys? And I know Double played it. Warhammer 40K. What is it called? Warhammer 40K. What jazz?
Space Marines too.
Space
Space
Marine
Marine.
2.
Did you buy? OG?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I didn't buy it, but I'm supposed to get a free code from Micro Center.
What you buy?
A Ryzen 7700X.
You bought another graphics card?
CPU.
Oh, okay, 700. Oh, you built another PC.
Yeah, I already did. I built it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, people buy what they want to buy, don't they? What
Yeah.
did you? Okay, so you getting it? Anybody? What are your thoughts on it? Initial thoughts about what people are saying?
Everybody loving it. They loving it.
That's
got
what
the
I heard.
you got the gears to it, but this also has its own story. When the Warhammer story is very good. Mm-hmm. Very good, very good.
I only see it getting like a 7, but I don't really go by uh other
I've
people.
been, yeah, I've been seeing like 8s. I've been seeing like 8s, but your character is very customizable.
Is he? He or she?
Yes. There's 3 classes. I can't think of the classes right now, but they're very highly customizable.
Okay.
hmm
I don't have it, but it's maybe a pickup for me in the future. But I just got too much going on. Jazz, what about your thoughts? Then we go to Surge.
No real interest in it, honestly. I like
You
the
probably got
figurines.
probably got too much going on anyway
Yeah,
with
I'm
all the
real.
other games we're playing.
Yeah, that, and I'm real picky about these types of games. Like, I could possibly see myself doing a tabletop version, but nah, I'm straight. And it's more like in the painting, figurines, and all that. That'll be my area.
Okay. Mr. Surge, what about you?
Man, I want to try this mess out.
Have you ever played the first one?
I played Warhammer games because remember I like the Warhammer medieval Warhammer games. And
hmm
this looked like a Space Marines version of those. So
Yeah,
I want to play it.
yeah, it
Because
is.
I
It is.
don't like the strategy versions, but the 4-man team going in, killing a bunch of stuff. Yes, I will play
Yeah,
that. Yes, I will play that.
it has a horde mode and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You was watching videos, weren't you?
I was watching it when it came out. And I was watching reviews and stuff, and it just looks like horde mode and gears, but with space marine weapons, which are
hmm
insane.
Hmm. Well, I don't have it, and I'm thinking about it, so we'll see. But it's getting okay reviews. They say it runs well on the Xbox Series X.
It does.
And how do you know? You don't have it on the Xbox Series X, but I saw Digital Foundry. I think they said something about it, right? And I saw
Yeah,
some trending. Well,
it holds. Yes.
if I get it, it'll be on the Xbox, 100%. We'll see. We shall see, but I hope it does really well because that game, like, it costs a lot of money.
hmm I think it's gonna do pretty good.
Mhm. Surge. Let's talk about. You guys saw last week or the week, yeah, last week when this developer came out and said Microsoft is not offering them help, and they said the game wasn't coming to Xbox.
What you talking
The
about?
porting issue, they said.
Yeah.
You know what? This really bothers me. Why do Microsoft don't have no representatives going around to these studios and asking them, "Hey, do y'all need some help? How's the system going? How we know you're working on the game for in the industry. Why they
Port
don't have people like that?
porting
I would
consultants.
love that. I would love that
Port
job.
consult.
Tell me you wouldn't love that job.
Do you
Yeah.
think the process that they went to social media to go complain and then Phil had to get engaged?
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. That should happen behind doors.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So what's going on there? Where's
Say
the
what?
disconnect? What's going on with Phil?
I don't know. I don't. I put it like this: if I was Phil, I would want somebody to contact me. If an issue gets to me, as when I used to work at Dell or anything, when I worked at Dell, even one of the companies I work, but let's just say the one I work for Dell too. If it gets to your boss, then it's already an issue.
Right. They didn't got to the
So
head man.
right, and I think the Phil should be like, look, I don't understand it. I really something. But if I was Phil, I'd be like, one of y'all not doing y'all job. Because I remember, well, if somebody tell you, then what the devil am I paying you for if I got to do your job?
Yeah.
That's the truth. If they have to get to him, and it's not even Phil's problem, but it's somebody's problem in Xbox, or is it the third party development team, whoever is in control of that? to me, should be reprimanded because it's a small developer. And are we saying, oh, big developers, we give them attention? But didn't Microsoft say, hey, we like the small developers too?
Hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They say, holla if you need help.
Sure did.
It's all about, to me, a public relations issue. Although it's not a public relations issue to really a lot, because it's everything happening on Twitter. But it's a public relations issue because I don't believe, I think Twitter represents 1 or 2% of the world when it comes to gaming. If it represents more than 5%, then yeah, but it may be 5%. But these are heavy gamer fanboys when you see them complain, because a lot of people who are casual gamers not paying this any attention.
And
Right.
see, them small developers, they put it out there because they know it's a quote unquote console war going on, especially on Twitter.
Well, not only that, it's also their livelihood. When you're a small developer, if you're a small developer and your game doesn't hit, you screwed.
Hmm.
That's true. That's true. I don't know who that falls on. Does it fall on Matt Booty? I mean,
I would give it to Matt Booty.
yeah. You have some people to go around to these studios. Because it's ridiculous. You find out when a game is coming
I
out
don't
in
think I
2
don't I don't
years,
think it's
and you find out
possible to
the
get.
game having problems.
I don't think it's you need to even go to the studios. What I do think is that they need to have some way of contacting them via Teams or their Microsoft. Say, hey, you got Teams account, send
Right.
us it. Or if we got this, do this. Then you do have a mechanism to wait and have a conference call. Then if you do really need technical help, we can help you virtually or send a team out there. But they can't be everywhere. I understand that. However, it's just the it just doesn't look good.
No, just like Black Myth. They knew Black Myth was going to be one of the biggest games of the year.
That wasn't their problem though. That was Sony. I believe Sony did money at that game. Or saying if we help you bring it to our console and we put in XYZ, that we want it on our console first. But you see it's not running well on the PS5 either.
No, it's not. Mm-mm. Oh, like
Anybody
I
else have
said,
any thoughts on that? Surge,
Nope.
Jazz,
Not I.
the develop. Only thing I'll say again is that whoever at Microsoft is responsible for third-party development relations, that's what I'll call it, third-party development, or not even third-party, independent small developer relation, then they should be at fault. Or if they don't have someone in play, they need to hire someone and say, hey, this is your role, because you never know what small title may be a hit,
yeah.
or what small title in a small developer you may make a relation where that's a big game, it's a hit, and they prioritize because Microsoft gave us all the extra help and they held our hands through the process to make sure it was right. We're going to prioritize this because it makes they really helped us and we appreciate it. And our game did well on the console.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it. But I don't know, because sometimes you get so big, and that's kind of Phil fault too, because they get so big, they don't understand all the different parts going on, which can be their detriment, which scares me.
No, it's feel too nice.
Sometimes I think Phil is stretched too thin and he's trying to do too much, and he doesn't know what he's doing in certain areas. But who am I to say? But we'll see. What do you guys? Let's get to this next good topic. Sony says they don't have any IP, enough IP. Or do they have an IP issue, or do they not know what games to bring out because Sony has a bunch of games. So is it an IP issue or is it a development issue and not having enough people in play to develop their IP?
It could be the people issue. And from my thoughts, they have enough IPs. It just seemed like they didn't put enough time and effort into pushing them. So again, it goes back to the developer thing. Or if they're just lazy and chasing the buck and focusing on what's selling at that particular time only, and then forgetting all the other kids to help them get to where they are today. That's what I think.
Hmm.
Well, I think Jim Ryan has a lot to do with that. You know, taking a focus off their main games and stuff like that to develop those 10 games, those 10 public whatever free play games, and
That's reactionary though.
now they're trying to pivot. They're trying to pivot now and bring out those games. That's what I think.
What happened to SOCOM? Shoot, Medal of Honor. I love Medal of Honor.
They didn't own Medal of Honor, did they? I thought EA owned Medal of Honor.
True. But I just know those as being PlayStation only game. But see,
Now,
they pursued it. Like,
you 100% right about what SOCOM. SOCOM would have been nice to get in there.
Army
But are we
Man.
guessing because that's something that we like?
The problem is, can they waste money like that anymore?
No, at this point, I don't think so.
I mean, you just spent $200 million on Concord.
I don't believe that game goes to. But if they did, more people than that.
At least that's what they say. So, what is Naughty Dog doing? Who knows? Sucker Punch. What they doing?
Sucker Punch made and I didn't even beat that game yet.
What they made?
They
What
made
they made recently?
the Japanese game. What's that? The samurai game.
Ghost?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
How old is Ghost now?
Shoot, Ghost is at least 4 years old because it came out
4
prior.
years old?
So I predict you will see. This is me predicting. You will see a sneak trailer next year of the next Ghost of Tsushima 2.
That'd be good.
But as far as their IP, I don't think it's not that they. Again, I think they're trying to keep up with Microsoft IP. Microsoft has a plethora of IPs now because with the Activision and ABK acquisition and Bethesda, they have a plethora of IP. People can say they have a plethora of IP, but guess what? Who's going to develop all those games and who's going to take the chance and say, this game we're going to develop off an old IP is going to be good? My point is that if you guys could take it, what game would it be? So I'm going to go ask OG, what game would you pick from Sony to make another IP off of? And it can't be something that came out within the last 2 to 3 years.
I mean, you know me, I always loved SOCOM. That's what we played back in the day.
Okay.
We played PlayStation, we played SOCOM.
Jazz.
Yep, that's what I first listed as an example. SOCOM. I'm gonna say SOCOM and shoot.
What's the one? The other? No, of SOCOM, and what's that other game they made before that?
Medal of well, you said that was
no, not Medal of Honor. The other space game made by who made that game? I have to go in my PlayStation library downstairs and find it. It was.
Oh, you talking about? No, he talking about Resistance.
That's it, Resistance. I would
Resistance need a remake.
If they did a Resistance remake, it would be hot.
Yes, it will.
If they made let me rephrase it, and I'm gonna tell y'all, you all gonna agree with this too. If they made a Resistance remake not a remake, but a Resistance 2 in the vein of Gears, oh my God, Think about it. A resistance with the goriness of like Gears. Not play like Gears, but like in the goriness,
Gore and
graphical.
the
Yeah,
explosive bodies and
yes.
shooting people with rockets
The
and
sound effects.
Mhm.
cantaloupes.
I finished that trilogy.
Yeah.
I loved Resistance.
Resistance was a fun game.
It was good. It was really good. Mhm.
But when games cost $200 to $300 to $400 million, that's why they're gonna have to go multiplayer. They may not bring anything to Xbox, but that'll be their loss. But I do think they have IP. It's the problem is what IP are they going to choose to use?
Hmm.
Serge, what about you? What you think?
What IPs they should do?
Hmm.
All mine are fighters. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Mostly, it's Battle Arena Toshinden, Bloody Roar. You can do Bloody Roar. You can do Air Geese, which was like
All the Sony
Smash
people.
Brothers before Smash Brothers, and Bushido Blade. I always say Bushido
that
Blade.
game
That's
is
why I
dope.
like For Honor. So these
So
are
you saying
games that
all
they could
fighting?
because they
Was
could
that
go back to the
Sony's though?
they could market that and then I don't know if they would I'm pretty sure they were just a publisher, but these games I think they can model themselves off of like trying to get back into like the competitive market because PlayStation used to be the competitive fighting system. Other than like what they really were known for is they were always a system at competitive fighters. And if they honed in on that fighter element of themselves, I think they could come back on other elements. I would like to see those IP. That's all I'm thinking about.
Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. I
It'll
like
be
I said, I'm gonna stick to read. Like I said, they need to stick with what they have in play right now. I mean, their original IP. You don't have to go buy another company, but if you do,
No,
make sure
because
you
they
do
got
it right.
plenty. They got
They got
plenty.
plenty of right.
They just got to dust some classics off and get some people who actually want to make that story of that game good. Not just trying to make money, but actually make a good game with a good story, or at least just make it fun. Because SOCOM, the story was good.
Yeah, it was. SOCOM had a very good story.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna hate on that. SOCOM had a very good story, and I
Yeah,
Surge is right on that.
because Sony was known for storytelling as well. Other than some of the best stories, they got me liking RPGs with their storytelling originally with that Final Fantasy VII. But we all know how
fine.
that went.
I would go. I would go. I would go as far as to say that SOCOM can rival Call of Duty
I
And
wouldn't.
I'll say,
on the
you
PlayStation. On
need
the
to. I'll
PlayStation.
say, you need to get off drugs. But ain't nowhere in the world that would rival. Not Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
It would. I would say it would
Call of
rival
Duty
something
is
like
a
Gears. It could
yeah.
rival
It can rival
Gears.
here. I'll give you that.
Different
But,
outlet.
right, but Call,
Fuel.
Call of Duty is a beast within itself. It's hard. It's hard to get people off Call of Duty.
Because
It is
there's so
hard.
much replayability in it.
Right. Call of Duty, you can just sit and play Call of Duty all day long.
A new
As
match, every match feel different. You get tired of one thing, you go over here to zombies. Oh, tired of that. I'm gonna go to Warzone. Up, tired of that. Let's go do some co-op.
it's
Tired of messing
competitive
with
and
people.
stuff too. I think
I mean, you
it's
can literally copy everything that Call of Duty does and put it in SOCOM.
Well, you can't copy it. It has to stand on its own enough. Like if you make a cookie cutter and then just call it SOCOM, come on now, it's not gonna. That's what happened. Just happened with Concord, isn't it?
they're and they were yeah, that's true. But and we'll get to this in a minute. Astrobot look they were showing pictures of Astrobot copying other games too. So I guess it is it is in certain respects, yes.
How's that
Okay.
game doing?
We're about to go to that topic now.
Astro-Bot.
Astro-Bot. So here's the question I need to ask y'all, because this is our last topic
Actually
about
good.
Astro-Bot. Do you think it's going to meet sales expectation? Is it your type of game? And do you think it's game of the year? Serge.
Um, I would try it out. I don't know if it's my type of game because sometimes kiddie games are fun, or games that get geared towards more child audience or adolescent audience, I should say.
You think it'll sell? And is it game of the
It
year?
could sell if it's fun. If it's fun, it'll sell. It doesn't matter how I look. If it's fun, it will sell. But I don't believe that it's gonna sell to levels that they expect it to.
Expected.
Like it's gonna save the system? No. I think it's gonna. I don't even know if it's gonna make a divot because when was the last time a game like this came out like that was geared towards this audience?
Ratchet and Clank, ain't it?
Ratchet and
A
Clank
new
didn't sell either.
a new IP? And Ratchet and Clank was throwing something off of something the old. They were trying to get that nostalgia money. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be mid. I'll say that. Maybe like 75K. I'll say.
75,000.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's going to be Concord.
Yeah, more than what? A couple thousand? Yeah.
hmm
Because it looks fun when I look at it, it piques my interest. It's not like, ugh, I don't want to play that. It's like, I'll give it a try. It's not like completely like no. So ever since that Wind Waker, I give stuff like this a chance.
How much the game cost? Is it $40?
What?
Astro Boy, it's
I
probably
think it's
full price.
59. I think it's 59.
60? Okay.
Yeah, 59.99. Yep.
PS4 and 5 and
Yeah.
PS5.
If they trying to get $60 out of Astro Butt Juice, what?
He's just being a hater.
Jeez. Unbelievable. This used to be a free game, right?
hmm
Grabbing straws.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty bad.
I can see people buying it for that don't know no better though.
It looks
It's a game.
cutesy, but like Sir said, sometimes the cute games, air quotes, geared towards kids can be fun. Like case in point for me, I love the hell out of Spyro the Dragon. That game was fun. I give this one a chance, but the way everyone's flocking towards it, like it's just, like y'all never had a game like this before, ever. Like not even in your
Well,
free to play section.
Not in the
Do
last
you have a
20
free to play?
years.
Like,
So it came out last Friday, so we should have some numbers now, right? How much
Maybe
it
in a
sold?
week, maybe two. We
Well,
usually
I
get
heard it wasn't doing well.
294.
I heard it wasn't doing well.
Hmm.
But everybody get a point, Jazz. What did you think?
I don't know. Like I said, I can see how it could be fun. I haven't tried it, but I just think it's amusing. Like at all the games, and this is the one that everyone's flocking to. But like I said, it seems like grabbing straws. I would give it a chance. Not gonna lie, I would give it a chance and see. But I don't know.
If it plays, like my opinion, if it plays like Astrobot that came with the PS5, it's fun. It is fun game. Is it kid fun? Yes. Is it my fun that I'm like, I'm going to sit down and beat this? No,
Is it
that
game
is
of the
just
year fun?
not.
It might be something I
And that's the
tap
thing.
every now and
Right.
again.
Right. That's what it is. That's a pickup. Let me just play this because I want to play something. But is it a game of the year? According to Jeff Keighley, I think it's going to win game of the year because he's so, in my opinion, of course, he's a false fake person because he's going to do everything and he's disingenuous to me. So will it win game of the year? 100%, I think so. Mark my words on it.
Man,
Will it meet expectations? They said a game been in development for 3 to 4 years with 60 people on the team. If that game costs more than 50 to 60 million, I don't know if that game's going to meet expectation. And the game is only 6 hours.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna meet expectations. No.
I don't think because Twitter is hyping that game up.
But who
Now,
actually
it may
buying it though?
right, and there lies the problem. Who's buying it? We'll know in a week or two. We'll definitely know. But if it doesn't come in at number one when the monthly charts come out, the game had issues.
Okay, they
Be-
say it sold out in Japan in a day.
That's Japan.
Yeah,
That don't count.
it is.
Not that it doesn't
It counts, but
I'm
I'm
just
saying
teasing. We
like,
know.
They don't count.
It's
they
That don't
national.
love
That's
yeah, I
count.
their
know,
they
but
thing.
not that it
That don't
love
count.
games like this, like cutesy
That's
wootsy
their
object
Master
dress up.
Chief
This is
for that.
even even even
love.
even if the game doesn't even sell 500,000, I'd be like, what? Are you kidding me?
I think Astro Butt Juice could do 1 million.
They saying Astro
Why
Boy
is he?
sold better than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That's
Who
crazy.
said that?
Forbes.
Oh, where is this? So Forbes said it's selling better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if
People
it's
are mad
Forbes
at
said
that
it's
though.
selling better, then I hope it sells 500,000 more. It should hit 1 million.
I say it'll do 1 million.
But 1 million is nothing with 50 million consoles.
No, sir, that's 60 million consoles.
That's even worse.
You need to be at least 35, 25 million.
I I wouldn't be satisfied. It's me. The game should hit on the low end 8. That if you can't give
That
me
8
8 million
million
copies,
copies?
yep,
You said on the low end. Okay, what's your mid?
satisfied 12 million.
Okay.
Bonkers 20.
So what's that, like
One
20%?
third is well 30% is at 20 million.
Yeah, so like 15, 20%, maybe 16,
Yeah.
17%. Oh no, hardball. Not even like a just throwing it in the ballpark type stuff, not trying to really figure it out. Yeah, Forbes says it's speaking highly of it on Forbes, so we'll see.
Speaking
They must
highly,
they must
everybody spoke highly of it. There's not one person in the world that didn't speak highly of the game. Everybody and their mama spoke highly of it.
maybe it's just a breath of fresh air, a nice fun platformer that really doesn't take itself seriously.
It has
We do
7
need more of
galaxies.
those in the world, so I miss my nonsensical platform. Save the princess or save whoever.
What did you say, OG?
I said it has 7 galaxies and 76 levels in it.
In 6 hours. Okay.
I don't
In
know
six
what that
hours.
means, or like,
Yeah, I
is it
haven't.
like you solve these galaxies in 5, 10 minutes a piece, or like is it just puzzle worlds?
Yes,
Because
bunch of
you could solve
puzzles.
like 20 of them in a tutorial. Like each step in a tutorial could be one galaxy. I don't know the parameters of these numbers and what they mean in conjunction with the game. So,
Yeah, I mean, like, geez, 6 hours.
because
Come on.
I mean, think about it. If it was like you could say every tutorial, if you put a game out in like the tutorial, each tutorial is like a whole new world. Like you count every tutorial step as a new area. You can fluff up the numbers on how many areas you go to, but it depends. Like if you say, but like you say, the one 6 hours in whose experience,
Right.
because you always bring that up as a valid point. Because your 6 hours might be different than my 6 hours, and so
Yep.
on and so forth.
So if somebody's saying they beat it in 6, I give it 8.
Hmm.
And we on.
I can't speed run a game. That's like eating your food too fast.
Yeah, we know. Well, you can't compare it to that now. Come on now.
No, let them have it. I'm like,
He can't
okay.
compare. He can't compare to eat your food too fast. Pop!
Eating right now.
You don't chew your food 100 times before you swallow. You don't savor the moment. Come
Get all this flavor out.
hmm
Every last drop.
You eat fast enough not to, at a speed not to enough not to get indigestion.
Hmm.
But what about this DLC now? This Astro
Oh
Bot
yeah, the
DLC?
DLC. Yeah, they're supposed to launch a DLC, and if they launch the DLC in the fall, I mean not the fall, but in Q1 2025, there is no way in the world you're going to convince me that that game is not already sitting on there. They made that already. That should have been part of the original game. They just said no, we want to make extra money.
They just continued where they left off.
Yeah, you're not gonna convince me because
Just want a reset button of people talking about our game.
They try to be slick. They try to be slick. Okay, that's enough. Give them that much. The rest we're gonna charge them for it.
I'm sick of this though, man. I'm tired of them making pieces of games and just taking them out. Like, if you're gonna get this game, like, there should be some kind of rules and regulations for place. Like, if you're gonna have a DLC ready within months, at least have a free one to back it up. Give us a free one and give us the one we pay for. Make 2 DLCs.
That's funny.
Make us feel better at least. You almost made me say my Cartman quote. I've heard my Cartman quote in my head. You gonna take me out to dinner, Mom? Not gonna say the whole thing. Nope.
But yeah, let's see. I mean, that's what I think about. What do you think about the DLC?
Who you were directing that at?
You already said it to Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It sounds like it'll. I don't know. Because people do speed runs, so I'll give you that. It sounds cool. I don't know. Again, I have to try the game myself and see. I can't say on my true thoughts.
DLC. OG? Jazz, were you done?
Yes, I was done. What you gotta say, OG?
Oh, what part? He's talking about DLC?
Yeah.
The game got
What you think about
DLC?
it? What you think about it being announced so close to release before it's released and all that?
Ugh, I mean, you got 76 levels. What they add? 100 more? 15 more?
Different
challenge
colors.
and speed run levels. You get challenge and speed run levels now.
And how much the DLC gonna cost?
That's a question that I do not know.
29. I would say $29.99 if it's DLC.
Dang.
Speculation, not fact.
You know they're gonna want you to buy that with your pre-order. All the reason why they announcing it right now.
Yeah,
Sound
I saw
like a money grab to me. Sound like a money grab.
That's it. But we'll see.
Sound like a money grab.
We will see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our topics for tonight. Unless anybody got anything else.
Was it fewer than
I do.
3% of PS5 owners have the PlayStation Portable?
Oh, yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was a quickie because I forgot that. But 3% in the U.S. That's not saying anything because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this thing is selling like crazy." 3% is nothing.
Fewer.
3%. Say it again, Jazz.
Fewer than 3% of PS5 owners have purchased a PlayStation Portal in the U.S.
Oh, wow.
So what's that? 2,000, 3,000?
Yeah, about if it's 20 million.
It's 20 million portals?
No, I would.
20 million PlayStation.
I would give it 20 million PlayStation 5s.
So what's 3%
About
of 20 million?
About 600,000.
600,000 portals?
Is it that many? Yeah. If it's 20
20
million.
million? That can be right. That can be right.
At 3%.
Yeah, that can be right.
If it's 20 million.
Less than a million, 3% out of 20. It's
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
6,
I
4, or
did the
something
math
like that.
wrong. No, I'm sorry. I thought about it. I moved the zero in my head wrong. It's 60,000.
60,000. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
If it's 20
That
million.
that sounds about right. Because I could see 60,000 people buying it, like those who just want to buy the new device, like all the streamers and whatnot, and the reviewers. I'm pretty sure it's enough of those to throughout the PlayStation 5 ownership to buy that amount. But that's ridiculous. That is
I
ridiculously low.
PlayStation Nation.
I wonder all these people that said, "Oh yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna buy it." I wonder if they bought it.
Until they found
I
out
got
you
some
couldn't
people
leave the house
asked.
with it.
Oh,
They
I
thought it
told
was
them
gonna be
that.
like a switch.
I told
They
them that.
thought it was gonna be like a switch, and then you could see their dreams shatter in their eyes
Yeah.
as they realized they
I
could
told
only use
people
it in
that.
their
They're like,
home.
"Oh no, I'm still gonna get it." Okay, I need to revisit this conversation and see how they're enjoying it. If they bought
Yeah,
it.
revisit that one.
They eyes shattered in they like, what do you mean? I can only use it when the PlayStation's on. What? Mm-mm-mm. On and at home. That's
It's like
crazy.
them wrist tethers that my mom had when my sisters were little. The toddlers, you have them strapped on the armband so they couldn't get too far from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
You
seems.
mean leashes?
Baby
You mean
tethers.
leashes?
Get over here.
Baby leashes?
Tether is a nicer word.
A tether is still a leash. Because they call dog tethers. That's when you're in the competitive market. Those are tethers.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Be
if you're trying to
dragging
hide from
around
the
the
family
street.
reunion. Let me sit downstairs and play this game.
But
That's
that's
funny.
all the topics. We'll see how it sells. But PlayStation does count all those as one unit. So when they say 50 or 2 million consoles, so they're counting that too with the PS5.
Deception.
Hmm. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for tonight. Thanks everyone for joining us on a Monday night. We're back next week as well,
You
and we'll
forgot.
have
You
more
forgot
topics,
one.
and we'll have more. What?
You forgot one thing.
What?
Rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that literally
Vader.
just happened.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like, no.
today. That just took me
Yeah,
away too, because that.
93. Jeez,
93.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was dark.
Man.
for
Vader.
your
That
life.
was
In the world,
Mufasa.
in the words of
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? In the words of what you call it from Good Times. Damn,
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 damn.
Florida.
Yeah,
Damn.
Florida.
You
Damn,
Shut
damn.
up. Hey, well, our legends are they moving on.
Yeah,
Cicely
they are.
Tyson.
It's time for the new guard to step up. Where the new legends at? We need the new thespians and whatnot.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
I'm gonna tell you, nobody ever come close to James Earl Jones'
We need
voice.
people
I
that.
tell anybody that's watching the podcast, do Google search Vader's first James Earl Jones and Vader
Mhm. James
video.
Earl Jones
You
had a lot of good
well, no. What I'm
voices.
saying is they'll show the video of the original guy who played Vader doing the video.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah. I
God.
forgot about that when they showed that on
Oh my
the extra Star
God.
Wars video in the back. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
they
that's
showed
what it's
that. They showed that, and I'm like, no, they didn't. You will see night and day how he impacted Darth Vader. When
yeah, it was like
he
he
when
felt some
he
of that.
did the voice of Darth Vader, it was done. He had to
Mm-hmm.
give him some respect for that because he said he never wanted to be seen. Uh, for paraphrasing, it's like he didn't want to be seen doing it or whatever. He didn't want people to associate him because he wanted
Mm-hmm.
the character in his own space, so to speak.
And it did that because I didn't
Yeah,
realize that was his voice for
yeah.
years.
I guess his
Years.
wife signed the contract and let AI do it, but there would be no character. actor voice as sinister as Darth Vader.
Mm-mm.
I can't think of. I
Not with the
can't think.
theatrics that he put
No,
into it.
no.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. But I'd tell anybody, Google Darth Vader audition, James Earl Jones or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But when you see him do it and you see the guy who do it, oh my God, it's like, thank God for James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
James
Thank
Earl
him.
Jones.
And may he rest in peace. Damn. May he
R.I.P.
rest in, yeah, may
R.I.P.
he
Rest
rest
in
in
peace
peace.
and power.
Yes.
Both.
Zamunda.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is us for tonight. We get ready to give our outros. So who's ready to go first? OG, where can we find you?
You can find me here every Monday with the rest of the troops. You can also find me on Twitter every now and then, OGMM.
Tweet,
Find me
tweet.
on Facebook. All things geeky. Yes. All things geeky. Our group. Yeah.
Okay. Jazz, what about you?
You can find me here every Monday with the crew when we have a show to do. Hoobity hoo. Also on Twitch. Been back at it with 7 Days to Die. Tune in for episode 3. Probably gonna be streaming Wednesday or Saturday or Friday. But anyway. Also Facebook, Twitter, X, and YouTube. All Jazzymoto.
Okay. Surge.
Hey, it's Service Show. Catch me here with the peoples.
The
On
peoples.
Mondays. The peoples. Because I was about to say
The
fellas.
people.
But
I know.
it's one lady, so I gotta say
Hello.
peoples.
What you be calling jazz fellas?
Hi,
That's why I
guys.
say peoples. As well as you can find me on Facebook under Service Gaming, on X under Sir_Rich, as well as Twitch and Sir Rich. You can find me on YouTube as well. And yeah, like Jess said, we've been on 7 Days to Die. Lately, we started a new world. We're gonna be up in there slapping zombies, showing them what's what. Come join us.
Yep.
You can find me here on Mondays with the rest of the crew. You can find me on Xbox and PS5. I think I'm going to try to finish Mafia this week, so I'll be streaming. I hope if I get time. But that's all that I got going on. We'll see you guys. And again, thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. And please visit Jazz and Surge channels when they are streaming and get them some support again so you know the call names that you heard. So with that note, Mr. Surge, take us out.
Oh, it's time to say hello.
Holla, holla.
Holla,
It's
everybody.
time to
Holla,
holla,
holla, holla,
y'all.
holla.